Nemo's Visit to the Moon. In a small village surrounded by green hills lived a curious little rabbit named Nemo. He had soft white fur, long ears, and bright eyes that sparkled whenever he looked at the night sky. Every evening, Nemo sat on a big rock near his house and stared at the moon. "I wonder what it's like up there," he would say. "Are there moon rabbits? Do stars sing songs? Is the moon made of silver?" Everyone laughed at his questions. His friend Benny the squirrel said, "The moon is too far away. No rabbit can go there." But Nemo smiled and replied, "Maybe someday I will." One night, as Nemo gazed at the full moon, he noticed something strange. A tiny silver star was floating toward him. It gently landed on the rock. "Hello, Nemo," said the star in a cheerful voice. Nemo nearly jumped with surprise. "You can talk?" he asked. "Of course," laughed the star. "I have been listening to your questions for a long time. The moon has invited you for a visit." "The moon invited me?" Nemo exclaimed. "Yes," said the star. "Hop on my back." Without hesitation, Nemo climbed onto the shining star. Whoosh! They soared into the sky. The village became smaller and smaller until it looked like a toy town. They passed fluffy clouds, sparkling stars, and sleeping birds. "This is incredible," shouted Nemo. Soon they reached the moon. It was covered with sparkling dust that glowed softly like tiny diamonds. Several little moon rabbits were waiting for him. "Welcome, Nemo," they cheered. The moon rabbits showed him their magical home. There were bouncing craters where they played games, crystal gardens that glowed blue and purple, and a lake that reflected stars instead of water. Then one of the moon rabbits looked sad. "Our moon lantern has gone dark," said the rabbit. "It lights our gardens every night, but now it won't shine." "Can I help?" asked Nemo. Together they searched everywhere. Finally, Nemo found a tiny mouse sitting beside a silver key. "I didn't steal it," said the mouse. "I found it and wanted to return it, but I got lost." Nemo smiled kindly. "It's okay. Let's take it back together." They returned to the moon lantern and placed the silver key into the lock. Click! Suddenly, the lantern glowed brighter than ever. Golden light spread across the moon. The crystal gardens sparkled, and the lake shimmered like a sea of stars. "Hooray for Nemo!" cheered the moon rabbits. As a thank you gift, they gave him a tiny glowing moonstone. "This stone will remind you that curiosity and kindness can lead to wonderful adventures," they said. Soon it was time to go home. Nemo hugged his new friends and climbed back onto the silver star. Whoosh! They flew through the night sky and returned to the village. That evening, Nemo sat on his rock once again. He held the glowing moonstone and looked up at the moon. He smiled, because now he knew something important. The world is full of magic for those who stay curious, help others, and never stop dreaming. The end.